everyone, welcome back to my channel So Little Time, and my name is Karen. So I hope you're all doing really well, and thank you very much for joining me today. Today's video is all about a new pattern release from Jayne at the Dressmakers closet, and I have got my version on right now, which is really bright and summery, completely inappropriate for this season that we're in at the moment, but hey ho, I decided to go with this bright and vibrant fabric because that is just me. I really do love a floral print. I love bright colours. I can get away with it with my skin tone, and I'm really pleased with how this dress has turned out. So the pattern that I am talking about is the Fleur Pinafore, and this is the front of the pattern cover here. So it's by the lovely Jayne at the Dressmakers closet. It comes in sizes 6 through to 22, so I do think that is a very generous size range. And also this type of dress is quite generous in its sizing, so I think you are able to size down adequately for your basically your dress size really. So I have gone down perhaps a one size for myself, just because there is quite a lot of ease in this pattern, and as you can see it does have these wonderful gathered tiers. So it's not quite floor length, it is sort of about, I'd say, ankle grazing or just above. And you can make this dress in so many different fabrics. So I am part of Jayne's brand ambassador team. So I have pattern tested this, and this is my pattern test version. But I am definitely going to be making some more of this dress because I think it is so versatile. And seeing the other pattern tests that have been made by the other ladies who are in the team, they have made some really beautiful versions and have really inspired me to have a go at making another version for myself because of the way they have styled it up and the fabrics they have used. So you'll see quite a lot of their versions popping up on Instagram and possibly on YouTube as well, as they should be sharing theirs, and I think Jayne will also be sharing them on her social media channels. But yeah, I am just over the moon with this. I think because it's so bright and vibrant, it just makes me feel really happy. So that's one good thing about it. It's actually a really quick and easy sew as well, and it has a lined bodice which is all enclosed the way you do the burrito method, and Jayne explains it brilliantly in the instructions, and she also has done a video tutorial on her channel as well. So if you need your hand holding a little bit more, it's available on her channel, which I think is brilliant. So Jayne does give lovely detailed instructions in her booklet, and she also has photographic images to go alongside that as well. So it is really clear as to what you have to do, but this is a really straightforward sew. So I'm just going to put the instructions down so I can share with you my version then. So I have gone with a cotton poplin fabric, and it has kindly been gifted by Minerva as part of the brand ambassador team. So that's really nice. And I chose this purely because I thought, right, well, I'm going to do a summer version. I don't usually sew summer clothes during winter, but that's what I've done this time. It did feel a bit weird because I'm not going to be able to wear it for a little while. However, you can wear a top underneath this dress because there is more than enough room in the bodice area, which is great. However, I don't actually have any clothes or any tops that go with this dress, so I am planning on wearing mine with bare arms as I've got now. So I'm a tad cold right this moment, but I'm braving it so I can share my version with you. So yeah, like I say, it has got a fully lined bodice, so all the raw edges are enclosed, which is great, and it's really straightforward to do the burrito method. Once you've done it a couple of times, you'll nail it and you'll have no problem doing it on other dresses, I would say, other bodices. So yeah, that's really nice. Now I'm going to pan you down so I can show you the dress in a little bit more detail. So it's got quite a high sort of empire waistline seam here. Now I have actually added about 2 inches onto mine because mine did come up a little shorter than it should have done. So initially it was sitting right across my nipples, and as you can imagine, when I turned from the side, it was just literally hanging from the apex of my bust straight down, which wasn't the most flattering on me. So I added that little bit of length because I made the size 8, which is a size down from my normal size in Jayne's patterns. But because there's quite a lot of fullness in this dress, I felt that I would need to go down a size because I am smaller around my waist area, and also I am quite hollow here across the top of my chest. So I've got quite a small measurement around here in comparison to my bust. So in hindsight, I probably would measure up as a size 10. So I went down to the size 8, but it did mean then that the bust line was a little bit high on me, and also the bust darts were a little high as well. So I ended up having to lengthen it. So I think the size 10 is correct in where it would have fell on me, but then I would have had too much excess around here, hence me having to go down to the size 8. Saying that, you could make the size adequate for your measurements and then just do a bust adjustment, either a full bust adjustment or a small bust adjustment, however you need to do that to ensure that it fitted you adequately on the bust area. But that's the way I got around it anyway, and it now falls where it should do. So it is supposed to be just under your bust line here, so it's not waist length or anything like that. And then it's got a top tier, as you can see here, which is gathered into the bottom of the bodice, and then you've got a second tier which starts about here, and that sort of goes down literally just above my ankle length really, and I really like that. It has pockets as well. Who doesn't love a pocket? It's a really swishy dress. As you can see, it's got some real good twirlability in it. And like I say, you can make this in various different fabrics. So mine is a cotton poplin, which does hold the shape of the gathers really nicely. It has that crisp finish, but what I find with cotton poplin is that it doesn't crease as much as your 100% cotton. So I find that's a really nice lightweight summer fabric. So that's really nice. Now the other versions that I've seen the ladies make in the pattern testing process, they have used crepe, they have used a more drapier fabric like a viscose. So you do get a slightly different look depending on what type of fabric you use. And Jayne has also made it in a brushed cotton as well, which I think is beautiful because you can then wear that during the colder months and layer it with a blouse underneath or a plain t-shirt or something like that. And she has got numerous different posts on her Instagram that you can take a look at how she's styled it up. And yeah, I think it really is very versatile. So you can wear trainers with it, you can wear boots with it, you know, you can wear sandals with it. I just think it's such a nice pattern. I'm really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to wearing this in the summer. I think this colour fabric is just going to make people smile, I think, when they walk past me, because it is really bold and loud. But I don't care. I'm going to walk down the street and I'm going to swish away in this dress and I'm just going to show it off, you know, as I'm really pleased with it. And I really did enjoy the sew. Now, initially, when I made the bodice, like I said, it was right across my bust line. So I ended up having to re-sew the second bodice, which honestly took me no time at all because I was able to do the burrito method no problem at all. I have done it a couple of times in the past, so I was quite clued up with how to do it. But because I'd only just recently done it, I was able to do it without even following the instructions. So yeah, I just lengthened it by 2 inches so I have it falling at the right place. So as I turn to the side, you can see now it's not hanging right from my bust. So it's not as full as it was here, which is great. And the pockets are sitting in the right place now as well. So I think when it was higher, my pockets were slightly higher up. So yeah, as you can see, it's sitting right, got the bust darts right in the right place. And you know, it's not too gapey at the armholes either. So it doesn't show off my bra or anything like that. So Jayne explains how to do the gathering of the tiers really well as well. And I just used 2 lines of gathering stitches and gathered that in, and with a cotton poplin, it gathers really nicely. And I was able to distribute them really well because the way that you gather it is that you don't do all of the skirt in one go, you do it in sections. So you can gather one section, pin that, gather the next section and pin that. And that just means then that the gathers will be evenly distributed and it will be a lot easier to sew. And I just had absolutely no problem at all. So I made sure that I used a different coloured thread for the gathering, so I was able to unpick them afterwards quite easily. And then I overlocked my seams afterwards just to give that more professional finish. So yeah, this is my dress. I hope you like it. I have put a few video snippets up on my Instagram already, giving you a look at the dress before the pattern was actually released. And I've also just put some photos up as well. So at the end of this video, I am just going to include some of the photos that I took. So I hope you enjoy looking at them. And I actually did brave the freezing cold outside to get my photos and video footage. It was a freezing cold day. I think it was about, I don't know, 0 degrees. It was really cold, but it looked like a gorgeous summer day because it was really sunny. one of my favourite days during winter. Yeah, so I do have an affiliate link for you to use to get hold of this pattern. So I would be really, really grateful if you wouldn't mind clicking on that to purchase the pattern if you are interested in getting hold of it yourself and having a go. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It just gives me a little bit of something. So yeah, I thank you for that if you do use it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I have felt quite excited about sharing this dress with you. And yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to wearing it during the summer months with some sandals on and my sunglasses and maybe a big sun hat. I think I would look very, very summery. Anyway, take care and thanks for watching. Bye.